Can you go ahead and tell us about yourself?
My name is Rebecca Epps. I am a career coach for USC Upstate Career Management Department. I specialize in their social media as well as managing the career closet, which is what you see around us.
How much would you say that goes into developing the career closet and the Instagram as well?
So much. For the career closet specifically, we work with sponsors like Enterprise, Men's Warehouse to get donations, things like that. We also work interpersonally for donations from staff and other affiliates who just happen to find us. For social media, as far as that goes, a lot of time goes into content creation.
Of course, you're probably up all day and all night. So how much sleep would you say that you get in regards to doing all of this?
Okay, so I am not just a career coach here, I'm also a student. And then on top of that, I have a second job as well as supplemental incomes. So along with all of that, I usually don't get to sleep until midnight.
Okay, so if you're sleeping at midnight, how much time would you say that you spend on your homework?
So I usually put in I try to put in 3 or 4 hours a day. I try really hard. Luckily, working at the school and then also my other employment, there's a lot of flexibility there, and people are pretty okay with me studying, doing homework, working on essays, as long as I'm also doing something like this, kind of like what we're doing.
Definitely. If you had to choose one song to describe your college experience, what would you say?
So Roar by Katy Perry, probably.
Okay. What would you say that your best and worst experience in college would be?
My best experience probably has to do with the professors and staff and how much I can tell they care about my career advancement, which is the whole reason I went back to college. I started a little bit late, and they could tell when they would ask me about it. It was very much career oriented, trying to get my family up, trying to get my friends up, and so they all really cared about that. My worst college experience, maybe with all of the COVID stuff that went down. I am one of the glorious pandemic students, so that was pretty tough. But I do feel like as time has gone on, the university did pull it together really well.
When you were younger, what did you want to be?
Ooh, so I actually wanted to be an archaeologist.
That's interesting. And so now, are you just stuck in the career advancement spot? Like, is that what you want to do long term, or?
No, so I eventually would like to launch my own fashion resale business. I do have a brand I'm trying to build up. It's still all groundwork, nothing's out there yet, but when it does launch, you'll see it under the name Factotum Resale Fashion. As far as relating that to archaeology and my love of history, it's all going to be a lot of vintage stuff. Fashion actually, I think, speaks a great deal to history, anthropology, and communications and culture, which does feed well into my major.
So what would be your advice to new students?
My advice to new students would be, don't stress too much. As long as you are communicating with your professors and finding the support you need, whether that be through university or the friends you make at it, just talk to people, stay relaxed. There's always a solution for everything, even if it's not coming from where you think it will.
How would you say that you're reaching greater heights at the university?
Probably in my, I hate to reiterate myself, but probably in my career. Being able to work in the career management department opens up a lot of avenues for me. We do offer programs for student like handshakes and career events throughout, but working with the department kind of gives me that first in, if you will. And I also know that I have a lot of staff in the department who have my back when I graduate.